This here is Perfect Playlist, a project I created this weekend that shows AI generated playlists from the top 250 human created playlists on Spotify. So to create these playlists, both Python and MATLAB were used. Python to get the data and clean the data up a bit, and MATLAB to create the model itself, as well as prepare the data for the model and generate the text. This web interface was created in React as well, and Spotify API was leveraged to get the track data and create the playlists. So to get started, we start in the get songs Python script, which first connects to the Spotify API, after which the first 250-ish playlists are taken from Spotify, and after that, for each playlist, the track IDs are taken to allow for them to be fed into the model, and the track IDs are put into a CSV file. We can see that file over here. Though they aren't comma separated, this makes it easier for the model to read, and the CSV file was used because that is how that was the easiest way to put it into a Python to allow for a Python script to do it. We can see all the track IDs here. They look like gibberish. These are all track IDs on Spotify. Next, we went to MATLAB. On MATLAB, first the data was read as a TXT file. Then any empty lines were taken away. Some character sequencing was done to allow for the start of text character to be added to the beginning of each playlist, as well as the new line character at the end, and the end of text character at the very end of all the data. Unique characters were taken so that not unique characters, but unique words were taken so that all the unique words were known, which came out to quite a large amount, but this made it easier to ensure that all tracks generated would be real tracks that would fit within that genre. Observations and responses were taken so that when each track would have a certain observation, a certain response, certain probabilities for each response for that track, and this was done to prepare it for the model itself. So first, layers were created for the model so that the model could be set up. Options were set up for the model so that it could be controlled a bit more, and the model was trained. This is an LSTM RNN. It was first used for a character-based model, but I changed it up a bit so it would work a bit better for the words or the track IDs used here that make more sense for this application. After training the network, text would be generated, and the text generated would be in the form of a string that can be split up into an array. Here we see a 41 string array, which means 41 tracks in a playlist. And this was all written to the pop playlist.csv file, which could be fed into a Python script. The reason it was done into a CSV was for the Python script, so that the Python script could, first of all, add labeling to each track ID to turn it into a good URI that could be fed into the Spotify API, which I will show later, and also to ensure that there wasn't too much repetition within the playlists, as these models can sometimes create a large amount of repetition, and to avoid that, it was forced that each playlist would only have a track once. Once the good URIs were taken, which can be seen over here, good URIs contain Spotify track and then the Spotify track ID. They were fed into the Spotify web console. Over here we can see the Spotify web console add items to a playlist. This is what was mainly used. The playlist ID was taken from the playlist that was created manually, and using that playlist ID, we could add certain URIs to that playlist. Specifically, each line from this file over here was taken and put into the URIs box so that those URIs could be added to the playlist. Once try was hit, we had a bunch of generated playlists over here, and then a React app was created just for a web interface for all the playlists. So this here was Perfect Playlist, and here we have some AI generated playlists that you can enjoy. Thank you.